Hi. We have been told by the experts that weight loss is all about learning to manage and balance your calories in and calories out. So, calories in is equal to calories out, then you won't have any weight gain, is their theory. So, what you do, you eat less and exercise more. This is what we've been told for the past several decades, and it hasn't worked. Now, what they are saying, this calories in, calories out, if it's equal, you won't gain any weight, is based on the first law of thermodynamics. They say we have implicit faith in the validity of the first law of thermodynamics. Now, what does this law say? It is the law of energy conservation, that energy is neither created nor destroyed, but can only change from one form to another. That is, they are saying obesity is a disorder of energy balance. What energy comes in should be the same as the energy that goes out. If there is an imbalance, then you have weight gain. So they're saying those who consume more calories. Calories is basically a measure of energy which started being used 200 years ago and which has been applied to food only 150 years ago. So they're saying those who consume more calories than they spend will gain weight. So if you're gaining weight, more energy has entered you and less energy has left you. And if you're getting thinner, it's because more energy is leaving you than is getting consumed by you. And this is how they do it, and they measure it in calories. So the basic is, if more calories enter than leave, you're gaining weight. Gary Taubes in his book, Why We Get Fat and What to Do About It, uses the illustration of a crowded room to help us understand that this theory is really useless. So suppose you look at a room and the experts come to the conclusion that the room is crowded. Why is the room crowded? Because more people have entered it and fewer people are leaving it. That is why the room is crowded. Wow. But why are more people entering than leaving? That is what is of use if you want to reduce the crowd in the room, right? If you're saying more energy comes into the body and less energy is leaving, that's not the explanation. If you give the cause as to why that is happening, then that makes sense. Then that makes a difference. You can use that knowledge to lose weight. The law of thermodynamics works in the universe for various other things. Just like many other laws, the law of relativity, the law of gravity, the law of lift. But this law of thermodynamics does not explain why we are getting fat. It may explain the fact that we are getting fat. But why? This law doesn't explain. Because it doesn't apply to the human body's obesity problem. Obesity is not a problem of energy balance. What comes in has to be the same as what is going out. No, it's not an energy balance problem. It's a hormonal imbalance problem. That is why this calories in, calories out doesn't help humanity's obesity crisis. It's not just calories in, calories out. It's also what is in these calories. There could be carbohydrate, fat, proteins. And also, how does the body process these calories? See, people don't lose weight in spite of measuring the calories, counting the calories, eating less, and exercising more because they believe in the calories in, calories out theory, because they are talking just about input and output. Calories in, calories out. Input, output. What happens to the storage? There is storage. You're consuming food, it gets converted as fuel and you're using it. When you're not consuming food, when you're not eating, you still need energy, right? If you didn't have energy, you'll be dead. Just because you have energy, you're still living and moving and walking around and doing stuff. You still need the energy and it is stored somewhere. But in this in and out, the storage is not counted at all. Calories is just a unit of measurement of energy. What is the source of energy? That's what matters ultimately, because the body processes these different sources differently. Now, carbohydrate, 1 gram of carbohydrate has 4 calories, 1 gram of protein has 4 calories, 1 gram of fat has 9 calories. But each of these foods are processed differently by the body and stored differently by the body. If it is just calories in and calories out, alcohol is also a source of energy. It has calories, right? 1 beer, 13 calories. A standard drink of gin, 73 calories. Whiskey, 70 calories. Wine, 24 calories. So we can consume these calories and burn it off, right? Just drink the alcohol and burn it off. No, because the body processes the alcohol differently. You can't just count it in and count it out. And if you drank only alcohol for calories, you won't be able to exercise. The problem of obesity arises because of a hormonal imbalance. The body is processing different kinds of food differently. And much of it happens because of a carbohydrate intolerance in most humans. Most people either gain weight, obviously, or they are thin on the outside and fat on the inside, which is TOFI. They appear slim, but fat is accumulating in and around their vital organs. Now, this problem happens because of the way the body processes carbohydrate. To tell such a person, just eat less, is like telling an alcoholic who has trouble with alcohol to just drink less alcohol. It's not going to work. He has to completely change what he eats. Eating less of the same stuff is not going to help him. Another reason why people still don't lose weight on the eat less, exercise more, calories in, calories out theory is when you eat less and you lower your calories, basically you're lowering the energy. Calorie is just a measurement unit of energy. You're lowering the energy. What happens to the body when you send in less fuel, less energy is the body lowers its rate of metabolism. It starts spending lesser and lesser energy. It burns fewer calories because it's trying to conserve energy and stay alive. When you do calorie restriction, it's a kind of a starvation where the body does not get enough right kind of energy, is not able to access the stored energy, and it goes on to survival mode by lowering its metabolism and increasing its storage. If you keep on reducing the input and keep on increasing the output, at one point there'll be no energy left. You'll be dead, right? But you're not. Because even though sometimes we are stupid, the body is intelligent. If you keep on sending lower and lower amounts of energy, it will not keep on spending more. It will try to conserve by lowering the rate of metabolism. That is why people who are under calorie restriction diets after a certain point of time do not continue to lose weight. They are unable to sustain the weight loss. On the other hand, they gain weight because the body lowers its metabolism and increases storage. On the LCHF lifestyle, when you have foods that are low in carbohydrates and high in good fats, then the body is not storing unnecessarily. Your body is allowed to access its stored reserves of fat because of a good hormonal balance. I hope the information that is available on our website indianlchf.com about what foods to eat, how the body processes these foods, and how hormonal imbalance affects weight gain, causes weight gain, and how restoring a hormonal balance helps you to maintain a healthy weight and remain fit. I hope all the information in the website will help you. Best wishes for a good LCHF lifestyle and journey.